Mock draft season is here yet again. Take two for our NFL mock drafts. Of course, we're looking at the New Orleans Saints. Things are going to be a little different now that they've addressed some of their major needs, going get Jamal Williams, picking up Colin Saunders and Nathan Shepard for the defensive line, as well as bringing back Malcolm Roach. So things are a little different here. At 29, according to this mock draft simulator, the Saints got very lucky. They're going to take Nolan Smith at 29, a guy that before his injury at Georgia last year was probably going to be a top 5 pick. Huge upside as an edge rusher. He fits perfectly as a replacement for Cam Jordan. Tano Passanio and Carl Granderson can fit the other side as well. So a great value pick for the Saints right now with a ton of upside for the future. At 40, I'm going Osiris Torrance, the offensive guard out of Florida, previously at the University of Louisiana. Just an absolute mauler at the right guard spot. Hasn't allowed a sack in his entire college career. So, again, just another value pick for the Saints at 40. Could really bolster that offensive line. And with Andrews Pete's contract being in its final year, you don't have to re-sign him now. 71, Siaka Ike, defensive tackle out of Baylor. I know we said that they shored up the defensive tackle spot, but anytime you can get a guy like this who was rated in the first round and just for some reason is falling, you can't overlook that. He's been overlooked because of Baylor struggling last year, but he's another guy, just an absolute ferocious beast at the defensive tackle spot, can get to the quarterback, can disrupt the offensive line, does a lot of things well, and I think he fits in very well with the Saints. At 115, going with Keandre Miller, the running back out of TCU. You saw him put on a show all season long, especially in the college football playoffs. He got hurt a little bit in that semifinal, which inhibited him in the championship game, but really had a strong year. Hard downhill runner that can catch passes out of the backfield as well, which is right up the Saints' alley. He'd be a great third string back behind Kamara and Jamal Williams. At 146, Miles Brooks. He's a cornerback. Miles Brooks. He's a cornerback out of Louisiana Tech. I know that the Saints are pretty set at corner with guys like Alontae Taylor and Marshawn Lattimore. Paulson Adebo really struggled last year. Not sure if it was a sophomore slump or maybe that his rookie season was a fluke, but we'll find out. And if it is the latter, then the Saints are going to need somebody to step up there, and I think Miles Brooks could be a guy to do that. At 165, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the quarterback out of UCLA. Derek Carr's going to be here for a while, and I'm okay with that. But you got to plan for the future. And Dorian Thompson-Robinson is a guy that's going to need a little shaping. He's going to be a project guy. So what better opportunity do you have to get him in now, let him sit for a couple of years, learn the system, mentored by Derek Carr, and just figure out life in the NFL before he has to take to the field. I think that makes too much sense for the Saints. He's a great value pick there in the 5th round. And if he's there, I think the Saints should find a way to get him. At 227, Bumper Pool, linebacker out of Arkansas, had a great junior season in 2021. Really just one of those guys that fits the run. He covers well. Just a hard work ethic, great physique as well. Just a really well-built football player. Reminds me a lot of Pete Werner. So he could step in on that opposite side of Pete and really make things interesting there for the Saints. And then my last pick at 257, I've got the Saints taking Andre Jones. A little homerish, I know. Edge rusher out of UL. Really a guy that could play edge rusher or outside linebacker. He even spent some time with the Cajuns at defensive tackle. He's really versatile, can do just about anything you need him to do. He's fast, he's strong, he can get to the quarterback and make life really hard for opposing offensive linemen. And if the Saints can pull off a draft similar to this, I think they're in good shape for 2023.